folks. Welcome to the program. This is going to be Garden Pals number 96 here for Tuesday, December 21st. That week of a couple days away from Christmas. Look at that.
And it's a beautiful day. It's sunny. There's not a cloud to be seen. The leaves are
You got
gone.
some good weather.
Yeah.
Kind of weather we got there in Boston there, Fritz.
I'm trying to describe it. I'm not very good at describing the weather, though. I don't think I'd make a very good meteorologist. But it's a wonderful day. It's a really nice day. It's like almost 60 degrees in December. So if global warming exists, I mean, I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck the polar bears. It's beautiful here, too. It's only like, it's like 45 degrees outside. It was sunny all day. I really got nothing to complain about with this weather. Just, we win. The polar bears got to take an L sometimes, right?
I mean, yeah, it sucks. They can live with us, though.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind polar bears just, how deer are just kind of out there living life with us, too, or squirrels. Yeah. Imagine if you go to the park and there's just polar bears hanging out. I feel like people would feed them enough, or they would maintain a nice distance between people. They wouldn't be shy to go up and talk, be around people in public. They wouldn't attack people because we would have a relationship with the polar bears. So I vote for bringing polar bears into society and getting them out of the cold.
That would be, if a fucking regular, you're probably cold out there. Just come inside here. It's nice. Come in the house. If a regular bear can fucking hang out, then why can't a polar bear? Good fucking point.
See, I'm
I don't know if we got to this on the but did we talk about when you came home for Thanksgiving? How was that?
Thanksgiving? I don't even remember.
Yeah, how was it? Did you drive through like some shitty weather or something?
Oh, yeah. It was, the weather was really shitty. It was it was the only snowstorm so far this year, right?
Yeah, it was really bad those couple days. Yeah, like Thanksgiving-ish area, and then it kind of now it's fucking 85 degrees outside, and I'm on the beach with my fucking tits out.
It's weird. That's how people are gonna get sick,
beer.
Though. It's probably not good for like COVID and everything. It's just gonna get people sick. This weather change constantly.
Yeah, like pressure systems and shit. Yeah, when it first like dipped down and then came back up, like everybody was like, everybody was sick, or maybe everybody just has the CO. Who the fuck knows? Who knows? What was it? Oh yeah, fucking. I don't know if I told you this, but Thanksgiving, my oven like broke, so we had to like slow cook the turkey as opposed to just cooking it in the oven like a normal fucking family.
You got turkey? Did you enjoy it?
Turkey is really an all right meat. It's just kind of there, right? Just kind of a bland.
I don't think I've eaten turkey for a while. I don't think I've had a Thanksgiving dinner in a few years now. If there's one meat on the face of the earth that you gave me an option to never have ever again, it would be turkey. I would never, if I had the option to never eat turkey again, I would take it in a heartbeat. It's not delicious. It's a scam. It's I don't know, big turkey industry complex, whatever is going. I don't know what it is, how they sell so many turkeys, but it's not delicious, and people got to stop killing turkeys during Thanksgiving because they don't taste good. They're beautiful animals. They look good, and they should just be left alone.
That is. Yeah, I think that would be everybody's, because like you really only eat a nice turkey dinner like once a year. Nobody else is eating turkey dinners just casually, because it's a shitty bird. It's not even really a good tasting bird. Like rather just. I don't even know what the difference between a turkey and a chicken is. Like, they look exactly the same. The cut of meat looks exactly the same, except chicken just is just a more versatile bird, I'd say. So let's just keep killing chickens at mass and factory farming them, and then let's just have the turkeys roam the streets too. I've seen turkeys like in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, they're here in Boston. It's a thing. Like like around Harvard, there's like turkeys everywhere. And I remember when I worked for the DCR, when I had to make signs for a living, we had to make like turkey crossing signs. And you know how beautiful a turkey crossing sign is? Like you look at a pedestrian sign, that's pretty ugly. It's got no flair to it. It's just like a stick figure. But a turkey crossing sign, it's got like the feathers and everything. It's a beautiful little symbol that we put into the world. So there's another positive point in the direction of, keeping turkeys on the streets and stop consuming them, because it's a serious problem.
Keep drugs off the street. Keep turkeys on the streets. Yeah, turkey's like a turkey's like an urban like peacock or something. It's like it's like a city peacock.
They should just call them urban peacocks. I think that's the greatest name ever known to man in representation of a turkey. That was brilliant, Kyle.
Thank you. Yeah, because I feel like turkey is just like, now it's just a meal. But if you give it a different name and you just let it walk around and feel, have a little bit of have its own life of its own, that'd be nice.
Well,
And
that's
just
what
give it
they
a
let
new name like.
That's what they let peacocks do in the zoo. Like when you go to a zoo, the peacocks are always just roaming around. Like they're never in a cage, because it's a peacock. They can just, I don't know, peacock their way out of it.
Yeah, just like strut around, kind of flex the feathers.
Yeah, they're sexy animals.
And turkeys pretty much have the same capabilities too, except they just don't have as many colors, I guess. Turkeys have like they got a little bushel behind them, a little bushel on their behind.
Yeah, and they don't leave shit around like Canadian goose, I think. At least I've never seen turkey shit before, so I don't know what it looks like. Maybe I'll look for it more to see if they're really like leaving a lot of shit around, because that's the problem with we'll start to have once the turkeys are on the street, is there might be shit everywhere like the Canadian goose. Mm-hmm. But the positive side to that is I've seen with my own two eyes, turkeys, they don't like the Canadian goose. How do you say, what's the plural of a goose? Is it the Canadian geese?
The geese.
Okay.
Geese.
Sorry about that there, bud. I don't know my Canadian lingo there.
Tell all the Canadian listeners out there.
Yeah, the turkeys, they fight. They don't like the geese. And I've seen this. I have footage on my phone. I was thinking of sending it into like America's Funniest Home Videos. I think it's
yeah.
I think I hit the jackpot with this video, but it's a turkey chasing a goose, and they do it all the time. Like they don't like the goose because I think it's a dominance thing too. Like, this is my area, this is my territory. So the turkeys will get rid of the goose, the geese.
Yeah, and goose shit is a problem. It's not as much in like neighborhoods here, but I guess in more like park areas, you'll find a nice chunk of goose shit pretty much everywhere you look.
Yeah, they
suck. And geese are they're ugly as fuck, and they're quite aggressive too of a bird. Them damn geese. I got chased by a mama goose once because I was fucking with its kin when I was like 5 years old. I got chased at Hyde Park. Scarred me for life. So now I'm gonna make it my life's mission to kill every single goose that I come in contact with.
They'll kill you too. Like, a goose will kill you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got fucking everything. They'll fucking stab you.
Their beak is so strong, and it can come at you with such strength that it could just penetrate your skull. Like, people die from them often. And I remember I was watching on the Animal Network one time with my grandma when she was dying. I went to her house and I would spend time with her and watch like the Animal Network. I forget what channel it was. It was like 40 something, 49. I forget what channel it was.
Maybe 47.
Yeah, it was one of those channels. It's a good channel if it's in the 40s. But
yeah,
we'd sit there and she had her reclining chair, and I'd lay on her old couch and we'd watch animals. And I remember I learned that if you ever have a goose in your house, how to get it out of the house is, first you have to corner it, and then second you need an umbrella. And you take the umbrella and you corner the goose with the umbrella, and then they attack, and then they stick their head through the umbrella, and then you can grab their body and take them outside. So if you're ever in a situation where you need to get rid of a goose, that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen, and all genders.
Wow, you heard it here first, folks. No other podcast is going to give you that kind of advice. That wholehearted, hearty, practical advice, too. I always got geese in my house, and I'm always like, how the fuck do I get these things out of my fucking house? So then I just got to give them the house. But I did actually have, it was like last winter or 2 winters ago, and I had to get my hot water fucking or my water heater thing, whatever the fuck it is, in my basement replaced. And the dude who was doing it must have left my front door wide open in the middle of the winter like a fucking very smart person would. And I go take a shit, and who's in my bathroom but a fucking really big black crow. And crows are really like large birds. Like you don't even think about how big they are, but they're a good foot tall.
Dude, they're huge birds. They like pick up small cats and kill them and eat them.
Oh, and they're all like, they're greasy and just like always look angry and scary.
And real pointy beak, right? Like that'll do some
Yeah.
damage.
So then I had to get, I definitely wasn't, I just like locked myself in the other room and fucking put my hands over my eyes, but my mom had to have her friend go in there, some old Italian guy in a leather jacket, and fucking he probably choked it and fucking threw it out the window. Fucking put cinder block shoes on it and threw it in the lake.
He walks, hey, I heard you got a crow problem.
Yeah. Heard that thing fucking owes me money. He just goes in there and shoots it.
I'm Mr. Dumblegado. I'm here to...
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Italians, the last race of people that could be made fun of, folks. So let's soak it up while we can. Let's make all of our Italian jokes now, before it's too late.
I don't think they can go on. I don't think they can. I think Italians are allowed to be made fun of. I think they're white enough to be made fun of, right?
Yeah. So a good trip home. What was that place that you filmed the video with that new death machine bike that you have?
Super
that rock like formation.
Oh, that's that's in Quincy. That's it's like there was a quarry, so they mined stuff from there. I don't know what they mined, but they mined resources there, and they just left like these giant quarries that were mined. They were like these giant rocks in a field now, and they just left them there, and people go there and like do graffiti and stuff. It's a DCR park. That's how I found out about it, but that's been like my that's been my place to go film stuff, because it's got a cool aesthetic to it. You know, it looks kind of like post-apocalyptic in a way. It's like not on this world. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, it looks like a place where like all the high school kids go to like smoke pot and like have sex and shit like that. Just like a real Badlands sort of place. Looked cool though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it kind of looked like that. I don't know if you've ever been there, but in Art Park, there's like that hole in the fence where you can go into like the little. It's like a rock shelf, and then you get a view of like the Lower Niagara River. Yeah. But you have to like go through. Yeah, it's like that kind of vibes.
There's a lot of nice secret views along that gorge trail. There's a lot of cool hidden secrets there.
There really is lots of many a times have I been there just with my friends, and I'm like 14, just being a little scumbag. Just I don't even know what I would be doing, like watching them like smoke Black and Milds or something,
or just going like those what are they called, the intakes? If you go more towards the old, what is it called? The Showcloth power station. Was that what it's called? I forget what it was called. I think it's the Showcloth elevator, though. You know the elevator shaft near the Made of the Mist?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like, they have these giant intakes they were once used for that power station there. And they're just abandoned, but they're really cool, and they're really like aesthetically pleasing. Like, because it's a giant, like the gorge itself is all of this nature, all of these rocks, and it's, you know, like from the bottom to the top is real tall. But then these intakes are just like holes in the earth. So it looks real like science fiction. But they're just abandoned. You can go inside of them and stuff.
Yeah, I think I've been down there. They're kind of like at the end of the gorge trail. And then like you said, you can like walk into them. It's fucking those are crazy. Those are insane.
I envisioned
if there's any,
having. I wanted to have like an art installation there one time when I was going to UB. That was like gonna be my final project. I was gonna suspend some huge drawings in the intakes, which I thought would be really cool photo. Like if I got a photo out in the water, like of these giant intakes with like these drawings, charcoal drawings inside the intakes. I thought that would be really cool. So I reached out to the power authority and everything, and they said it was a no-go because they're really protective, like the power authority, of everything. I remember one time I was doing a painting of Robert Moses, the power authority, just because I thought it looked cool, and they like security came and everything, and they made me leave and stop painting. They said like it's illegal. You can't, because they thought I was like they don't, you're not supposed to take photos of it or anything, which is so stupid because you can take a photo so easily. They thought that I was like documenting like ways to destroy the power authority. I don't know, but they kicked me out for painting the power authority in a park.
Wow. Just like the guy who never got the memo about cameras still like painting shit down and like drawing shit down.
Yeah, it's like,
That's fucking insane.
His mind is in like the 1700s. He's like, oh, these artists, these scholars, they're coming through.
Yeah. Got like a box of like TNT or something. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah.
Kicked me out.
Love the gorge is nice. There was like, I was in some art history class that I was in that was very interesting to me, but everybody else didn't seem to like it. And there was some kind of like orb like installation that they did in the gorge on our side towards like Lewiston Art Park area. Some kind of installation. I don't know if you have ever seen it. It's definitely gone, but I don't fucking know how to describe it or if you ever heard of it. It's like some kind of weird like glass, like it was like on the trail and on the floor there was like a glass like little cover, and inside of it there was like fucking orbs or some shit. I don't know. I thought it was cool, but I don't remember it at all. So, but very cool. Yeah, not that many different art kind of installations or things like that have any historical significance that you could find in the area, right, Fritz? In this area, at least.
A lot of garbage.
Yeah,
like
garbage mountain.
Fucking sculpture in Niagara Falls. That sculpture is so ugly.
Yeah, the one at the end of Rainbow Boulevard.
Yeah, that thing is.
Yeah,
it makes me sick.
It's so fucking stupid. And it kind of like makes people who actually like art, like it just gives art a bad name because that's all that people who have no idea about art think that art is. Like, oh, it's just a stupid fucking piece of metal. But it's like art could actually be way cooler than that, but that's all that normal people think that art is. It's like, oh, it's just a waste of fucking $1 million on a fucking piece of metal.
It's amazing what money can do. Like, just having like the resources to make a sculpture like that gives you that platform to put sculptures into cities and then be like the person who made the artwork for a city. Like, that's a pretty big deal to make a sculpture for Niagara Falls, symbolizing Niagara Falls. And there's probably a lot of people that can do it really good. They just don't have the resources. So yeah, it's just about having those resources. Then you can build stupid sculptures and be praised by people and look at, wow, it's so beautiful, when it's in reality the opposite of like what art is. It's just, I don't know. So it looks like something you would get at IKEA as a decoration.
Yeah, literally. And then like, remember we did that one, I think it was the first art festival that we did that was on 3rd Street, and there was like, we had like our little fucking tents and we were trying to like sell things, and there was like a dude next to us, some fucking fat fucking dude,
the sports
and and he would do like palette knife like sports paintings and shit, impressionistic sports paintings, and
impressionistic.
And he was in.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say impressionistic. Like, it was impressionist in delivery, but like so far connected from what Impressionism was. Like it was just about making like Tom Brady look textured. That was like his goal in life. It had nothing to do with like preserving the moment in time. It was just about making Tom Brady look textured.
Yeah, and he was making and he was like, literally, he was killing it. And it's like, well, all right, fuck this. Fuck my dreams.
I think, yeah, those are heartbreakers, those little festivals. They're always tough, but there's a lot of them that I did, and I didn't sell anything, and it's like, what did I even do this for?
Yeah, literally, because it definitely, like, served a purpose. It was definitely fun when we were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Something to do never hurts, I guess. And now, like, the big thing is the shitty, like, Bills merch with, like, the bleach fucking cum stains on it. And everybody's like, oh my God.
Yeah, trends will be trends. People are simple, so.
Yeah, people are. Everybody's not as smart and as cool as we are, Fritz. So we just have to take that into consideration.
We're freaking rock stars.
Dude, we're freaking rocking.
I want to be a rock star. Hey.
Because we all just want to be big rock stars. So heading off to the T-Land soon?
Yeah, Sunday I'm leaving. Yeah, we delayed a week because old Runchina, my wife got the jackpot, the COVID jackpot. So right when we're about to leave.
Wow. So by the time that this podcast will be out, you'll be in the THL. Wow. Got any big plans for your journey over there? Anything exciting going on over to you?
I'm gonna do a lot of painting. I'm gonna have like a full blown studio when I'm there, so that'll be nice. My wife's family just built a new house, and so they're gonna give me a room to do my work in. So I'll be making a lot of art and videos and stuff. That's like my whole plan, is to just do that, not have to worry about anything else.
Damn, that's sweet. Damn, they just built a house. That's fucking crazy. Just fucking build your own house. That's fucking awesome. You should fucking do that. You want a house? Build your own house.
That would be a good idea. That's
just
the
some
best
crazy,
way to go.
like, artistic fucking non-functional house.
Just Willy Wonka, Gene Wilder style. That's what I would do. Everything in half.
Yeah. Just like a stairwell that goes to nowhere, and just like a door that leads you off like a third story fucking. I don't know.
Elon Musk bought Gene Wilder's house. Did you hear about this? He doesn't have it anymore. I don't think he sold it, but he bought Gene Wilder's house, and it was just like that. It was like a fun house.
That's fucking cool. Yeah, the Gene Wilder that was always creepy. That like fucking original Willy Wonka movie, right? Just like a little bit creepy.
Yeah, but that's an artistic movie. Like that's a that's a cool movie. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's like that in the original Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like those two are like connected with me for some reason. But I guess Elon Musk, he just got voted the Time Person of the Year. Not that anybody really cares or anything.
You gonna get a
Tesla? Yeah, dude, like NFTs and cryptocurrency. Oh yeah. Speaking of NFTs, Crazy Frog, he has a NFT. Do you see that?
Bang, bang, bang,
yeah.
What's going on?
That Crazy Frog? Yeah, he like disappeared for like 12 years. Nobody heard of him since like elementary school. And then he came back, and now the people who are running like his account are just trying to sell like NFTs and scam like fucking 10-year-olds out of it.
What's going on? That was
I think NFTs are so fucking stupid, Fritz. That's
really?
Just what I think. I just think I think the NFT like are just crypto people, are just like crypto bros and shit like that. I guess not the idea, but also I think that's stupid, that Crazy Frog. It's like you're using this as like it's just fucking the stupidest thing ever.
It does create value in places that didn't have value before, though, that kind of deserve value. Like these, I think like I mean, Crazy Frog is like a crazy idea now, no pun intended, but it's like for someone to create like if the person who created Crazy Frog, like the person who manifested Crazy Frog from nothing, like they got YouTube views, but they probably weren't making money on those views. So maybe this is like a new way for people to find value in these like abstract things that take actually a lot of time that exist in our world today. There's a lot of things like that deserve like some revenue, I guess, or some form of um,
Yeah, I guess if
commodification.
the intentions of it are more wholesome
Yeah,
and where like the money's going to seems to be more of a less abstract and more concrete kind of less shady place, then yeah, that's
yeah.
cool. You know, pay the guy who fucking created Crazy Frog. He's probably fucking locked away somewhere. I don't think he would be able to get money anyways. But yeah, I feel like it's just a team of like tech bros. Like, yeah, we're gonna bring back Crazy Frog, and then we're gonna get money from. We're gonna drop a single, and then
Yeah. It is a cool
or
way
like
for
just
people
give
like
it.
with memes and stuff to make money though. As a like if you invented a meme, like you got like
Yeah.
you got a lot of clout, which is cool, but you probably didn't make any money off of it. So at least it gives them something.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess they're yeah, because all you have to do, yeah, you just screenshot the meme and then you just repost it, and then that doesn't really, you don't get the or the creator of it doesn't really get their due. So I
Yeah.
could see that for sure.
I think
But
the
all I see
value.
is just
Oh, sorry.
pictures, just like pictures of just like monkeys with um, people that own pictures of monkeys smoking cigars should all just go find a cliff and jump off of it.
Because it's not good art. Most of the NFTs that are
Yeah,
selling. That's
exactly. It's so
yeah,
stupid.
yeah. I think it'll become like I think it'll be more valuable once the metaverse is established. Like once people start transitioning.
Oh no, Fritz. Oh no.
People are
Oh
going to.
no.
I think it's such a because so many people are insecure in this world. Like I think everyone's insecure whether we know it or not. But so many people are so afraid to even go out and see the world. There's so many people living behind screens already that we don't even see. It's a crazy amount of people. So they're going to be the first ones to adapt that lifestyle. And we already live in that kind of world with like Fortnite. Like children nowadays, they live in a different reality with video games in a way, like Fortnite skins and stuff. So once our everyday like value system is the same as Fortnite, when you can buy your avatar that you spend so much time on, a really sweet jacket online, then that's when the NFTs are really gonna make sense. They're like, oh yeah, now I see the value now.
Has there been any updates on the metaverse? I saw like a YouTube video like here's 10 reasons why you need to be worried about the metaverse, but I didn't watch it. But yeah, that sounds yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
cuz
watching
what
it.
so it's going to get the kids first, and then the kids are the next generation. So then once we're all gone, then it's just going to be metaverse crazy frog porn and NFT uh, fucking cigar apes inside of people's houses or something. I don't even know.
It's just gonna be Walkie Slash. You know Walkie Slash?
No, I don't know what that is.
Exactly.
Yeah, literally.
Going
I'm
down.
like 80, 86 years old, but yeah. Oh. And then so then you're just gonna like be able to sign up with Facebook, and then you put on the goggles, and then you're just that's so scary.
Well, they're trying to make. There's a lot. There's. I've seen some companies like just. This is just from stuff that I see on podcasts and stuff. Like I don't know shit about nothing, but I see like contact lenses that are gonna have screens like they already exist, and they're working on them. A big thing is gonna be like glasses. You'll just have a screen overlaid reality all the time. So you'll be in reality, but there will also be virtual reality at the same time. There'll be like things being projected in physical space depending on where you are. So I think I don't know if it's going to be like people are going to be locked in like the Oculus goggles and like I don't know what the controllers all the time, but I think people are definitely going to be wearing like glasses and stuff, feeding information. Your phone will be on your like in your eyesight already. Like you won't have to check your phone. I think that's like where they're trying to get rid of this because this is impractical.
Yeah, I guess that would kind of more streamline it. But sometimes I like to put the phone down for like an hour and just like go into a different room and not have to look at it. And then
Oh, yeah.
it's like 9 times out of 10, you always feel better after like not a few hours. You're like, oh, I didn't really check social media at all for the couple hours. That felt nice.
Yeah, but they don't want you to feel better, so
Oh no, yeah, exactly. That's why. What is it like that endless feeds and shit like that, just trying to get you to feed into it. But yeah, so the glasses are probably the first step, and then the fucking Oculus paddles and fucking making your eyeballs bleed and making you trapped in your room is probably the final step.
we'll probably get to a point where we'll just like there'll be no reason to leave your house.
I know there's really barely any reason now, right? Because you could talk to your friends, do it. You could get, yeah, I know, just get your groceries delivered, everything, Fritz. Work
Yeah.
from home.
It's kind of scary.
I think we're fucked, Fritz.
We're there.
this is-
We're there, and we don't even
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah, we really are. Here we are. God, that's horrible. It's just discouraging. It's discouraging, isn't it? Oh boy.
Well, be the one to
Oh,
go
boy.
outside and smell a tree. Then be the one that's connected to the
Yeah.
earth.
Yeah, and then like I see like people riding their bikes and shit, or like walking around the neighborhood, and I'm like, what are they doing? Like you always just like double take at them, even though it's so normal,
Yeah.
or just like anything. It's ridiculous. But let's move on to a different topic. Probably a topic that's near and dear to. Well, I think I took a big step. I finally got my first Moleskine notebook. I just advanced to that level of douchebaggery, even though it's a nice notebook.
Moleskin.
Moleskine. I knew I was gonna fucking say it wrong. See, there we go.
No, that's
I guess that's
noble. That's
amateur
good.
level of a douchebag. Yeah, I guess it's good when you don't pronounce the douchey thing correctly because you don't know it as well.
It's like
But
people
yeah,
who don't use their
Moleskine.
phones that I get like real excited. Like people that don't go on social media. I'm like, oh shit, you're like a noble, like real person. Good for you. It's probably the same thing. Not knowing Moleskin. Not knowing.
A noble steed.
Yeah.
No, because the fucking the eye that's on the end of after the N, that fucking threw me off. So that's why I second guessed myself. But it's a nice looking notebook, and I'm excited to use it. And even though it was like fucking
For the viewers at home,
whatever,
it's Moleskin.
$30, I feel like it's gonna maybe incentivize me to use it more. I
What do
hope.
you use it for? For writing music?
Or just ideas, podcast bullshit, stuff that I have to do, to do's, to don'ts. Yeah, ideas, shit like that. I got one of the I like the gridded line
Yeah.
notebooks. Those are my favorite.
You draw?
What do
in
you
them
got?
Too?
No drawings. I haven't really drawn at all in like 4 years.
Damn, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I kind of just stopped.
I don't buy nice things for myself because I don't know how to take care of things. But my wife, she's got a Moleskin right here, and she uses it all the time. I just buy if I'm gonna write or draw or something. I like sticky notes and I like just big pads of paper. I because I write like an 8-year-old, and my writing skills have peaked at 8 years old, and so I never buy like a Moleskin because I used to, but I don't anymore because I feel like I'm just gonna waste it. It's a waste of money for me.
Yeah, they're really expensive, but like I said, I think it might. I don't know. I'm usually pretty good with like keeping, not like destroying things. So hopefully I'll get a good life out of it. But I had something I was gonna say that piggybacked off what you said, but I don't know. I don't even know what I was gonna say.
That's
Love
okay.
a good moleskin though. Moleskin, not a moleskine.
I don't think so, at least, because it's.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's literally like the thing that makes it a moleskin is like this. This is from a mole. Like this is a leather from a mole. I thought.
Yeah, I think that's the fabric that the the cover's made out of. That's the name of the fabric, I guess. But oh yeah, your 8th grade handwriting. So you got chicken scratch handwriting?
Oh yeah, terrible. I don't know if I have an example, but it's really bad. Really.
Do you have could you write cursive if somebody had a gun to your head or no?
I could, I think. If I really try to write, it's like drawing, then I can. But if I'm writing, I can't write.
Yeah. That's how I feel about like our just about like kind of writing. Like my handwriting used to be really shitty, but then I feel like if I focus on it, like it's almost like drawing, like you just said.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes the ideas
And
come so quick that you need to like, at least for me, like they go away, and then like I need to write it down as fast as I can, and I write terribly when I write. I can read it,
literally.
but,
Literally what I just said. I fucking was gonna say something, then I forgot it, and then it came back. Luckily, but yeah, slept like shit last night, Fritz. Let me tell you. You ever wake up in the middle of the night and then you just can't go back to bed?
yeah. That
Are you a heavy? Like I'm usually pretty fucking good with sleeping, but like it's probably like once a month where I just get like some really shitty sleep.
Yeah, well, I smoke before I go to sleep, so I sleep pretty good.
Damn,
Smoke
cheater.
some
You gotta do that.
ganja. Well, it
Do
works
that
because
au
I used to
naturel.
have sleeping problems.
Smoke a pack of Newports before bed, before hitting the twin size mattress, just zonking out with a fucking cigarette in your mouth, and you burn down your house.
Time to go to sleep. My stoma.
Oh my god, yeah,
Remember those commercials?
that's crazy. People.
CPR is not
Yeah,
mouth to mouth, it's mouth to stoma.
Yeah.
Those are fucked up commercials.
I feel like I don't see those anymore just because. Well, maybe they do have them on YouTube, or maybe they're just a TV only thing because I feel like I haven't seen those in a while. Have you seen them?
Mm-mm. I haven't watched TV.
Is there?
I don't really have a TV. I don't have a cable anymore, so it's always
No, yeah, I don't have
watching
cable either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watch like YouTube and shit, but there's probably some stoma TikTok people that like do tricks with it, with their stoma on TikTok, I bet.
I think my grandpa, before he died, I never met him. I think he had one.
He had that ST.
He was a smoker.
Holy shit. Yeah, I remember in health class, I don't remember what the fuck her name was, the teacher for health class at LaSalle Prep. Do you remember her name?
Miss Campbell.
Oh, yeah, I knew it was something. I was going to say Miss Adams, but that was the name of the gym teacher at LaSalle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely Miss Campbell. And yeah, I think we had some stoma folks come in and just
That's
speak
right.
to us for a little bit, rattle our ears a little bit.
That is
That
a good
shit's
conversation topic, that fucking class. Health class is the weirdest class that you can ever put a middle school kid into. Like, that is a weird class.
I know, it's like these kids, I mean, especially us, but I feel like kids even more nowadays, it's just worse. It's like you're not even, well, I don't know what ages you're ready to have these conversations, but kids are so funny. Like this one kid in my class, Chris, he just like, he just asked the teachers to raise his hand. He's like, have you ever done anal? And she was like, Miss Campbell, she was so nice. She was just like kind of composed herself and was just like, yes.
Yeah, that class.
And it's like, no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like the guests they would bring in too were always. It was always so shocking. I remember one lady. It was so sad. I remember being so sad, and which I guess it worked then because that was their goal was to like scare you about bad things that you will encounter when you're older. Like this one lady came in, her daughter died in a drinking and driving accident, and she had her like bloody sweater that she died in, and she was like carrying it, and she's like, I never go anywhere without my daughter's sweater. It's just,
Oh my god!
I don't know if
I
I'm
didn't
ready
have
to
that
hear
one.
that.
That must have been her last. That must have been her last year, fucking doing that.
She brought the bloody
Jesus
sweater.
Christ. Oh god,
It was
that's
black
brutal.
because the blood was black.
God,
It's a kids.
Just like maybe like wash it first. Jesus Christ. No, I remember the lady that had AIDS. Me, Christian, and Bob. We were talking about her on one of our episodes together, us three. But that lady was something else. She was like, she was like talking to us about like fucking like who here. I think she came in middle school and in high school, if I'm not mistaken. Right? She was always like around for some reason. She's like, yeah, I walk around my house like naked, and
She was pretty too,
like,
right? Like kind of.
yeah, she was. Yeah, fucking made us want to risk it all.
I'd get
She'd
AIDS.
always like ask us. Yeah, exactly.
I want AIDS.
Asking us. Yeah, exactly. It's fucking hot. Exactly. It's like the worst example ever
Yeah, you
to
should
have
have
like a
some really-
hot person with AIDS. It's like the worst premise ever. But yeah, she's like, yeah, do you guys like raise your hand if you like jerk off? Like, I hope you all jerk off. Like, you should be. It's like, what the fuck? And she's like, hot. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, I'm fucking hard right now.
That's weird. Did you have to go to church school as a kid?
No, but I did go to church for a little bit when I was a child, and then we just stopped.
Your mother is, yeah, that's good because it fucking sucks so bad.
Any real benefit? Anything you're glad you did it?
Hell no, man. It was so
Any reason?
terrible. It was just when you're young, it's on Sundays, which is terrible because it's like, you know, you got the week off, you get the weekend. That's all you have as a child, and you have to go to school on Sunday and learn about God. And I remember the teachers are always so mean. They never like most people. I feel like in churches, I shouldn't say most people, but a lot of people are people that can't preach what they practice, like, or they don't practice what they preach. That's how it goes. They are angry people. They are people who sin all the time, and they just use religion as a way to like compensate for it. They're just like, oh, but I pray, so I'm a nice person. Because some of those teachers were terrible. They were so mean to every single kid. I didn't like it at all. It was terrible. It made me depressed. It would like I'd cry before I'd go because it was just. And they tell you like terrible things.
Jesus.
Like they tell you like you're gonna, you know, they'd show you photos of like dead babies and stuff, and try to convince you to not get what is it called, an abortion. Like it was basically
Jesus
once
Christ.
you got over the age of 13, it was just like an anti-abortion clinic, and you just go there and they just talk to you about how bad abortions are, and that's all they talk about. That's their favorite conversation is abortions. At least that's what church school was like for me.
God, I love abortions, but how old? What's the span of ages that you were there from?
I was there from when I was like in kindergarten till I was old enough to make the decision to belong to the church or not. And I said, nah. I said, yeet.
Nah, Jesus. Nah, yeet, Jesus.
Nah, Jesus, you playing.
Good Lord, I'm out. Damn, that's crazy.
So I think it's like 15 or 16 when you make that decision.
Did you go to that church that was like near your old house?
Prince of Peace.
Or did you have to... Oh, Prince of Peace?
Yeah, that's that church, right? That's that. Prince of
The
Peace
one
is
that's...
Near
What about that
nothing.
one that's a little bit closer, that was like around the block from your house? Or did they
No,
not
I
have
didn't go
church
there.
school?
No, that was like
Yeah.
that church is like one of those weird religions, like Lutheran or something.
Oh, jeez. Did you at least have any friends in the church school program?
It's always it was a lot. Yeah, it was a mix between the really good kids and really bad kids. Like a lot of parents that had bad kids would put them in church school to like try to settle them down, but they'd be terrible. I remember there's this one kid, he was like 11 years old and like praising like the devil, and his mom like put him in there, and he was just insane. He was just like dressing goth at like 11 years old and talk about how wonderful the devil is. I don't know. It was just a really weird place to be. And it was always like in a bingo hall or something too. I remember when I got older, like I had to go to a bingo hall to go to church school. And it wasn't even like in a church or anything. It was just like a bingo hall. I don't know, man. It was just a lot of weird, strange activities that I had to do as a child.
Did they like feed you, or do you have to
No.
were you able to bring your own food, or would you
No.
have snack time or anything like that?
No, Jesus, you don't
Damn.
eat when you're in the ears of Jesus. You listen.
In the Lord's house. The last yeah. The last memory I have of being in church, I would go to church and then I would just have my Game Boy and I'd just be playing my Game Boy during the mass,
What game?
and then I just go home. It was probably a Mario game, one of the Mario games for sure.
Game Boy D.
On a-
It was the original Game Boy Color. Or like one of those flip ones.
No, the handheld, the one with just the screen on it and the buttons.
Oh shit.
Not the flip out one. OG shit. Yeah, so that was my only relationship with the good Lord.
Well, yeah.
So
It was a good relationship
Yeah.
while you had it,
yeah, short and sweet, right?
Yeah.
Short and that's crazy though. Yeah, I pretty much everybody I know went to church school besides me, so that's nice. It was really seemed to be all the rage for the kids back then.
Well, the parents.
Even in high school, right? Like high school, like
Yeah.
middle school too, right? That's insane, Fritz.
And you learn about God.
How many hours?
I didn't. It was. I mean, it was probably at least. It was 3 hours every time you went. So, I mean, imagine like a Wednesday night. Okay, Wednesday night, the middle of the week, the worst time of the week. It's the beginning of the week is already. You already been through that. You hate your life. The end of the week is not there. It's just a terrible day. Wednesdays suck when you're in school. They really suck. And then having to go to school after school to learn about God for 3 hours. That sucks for a child. That really sucks.
Yeah, it's like as if the kid would be happy to go there in the first place, but then you place it in the worst spot of the week. So it's just a recipe for making all children hate God.
Maybe that was the incentive. I don't know. But that's what it
Yeah, maybe it was a plan. Maybe that was the plan to
Some
sabotage Jesus and his
reverse
and
psychology.
his sabotage the good Lord, because you said all the people that worked there hated their life. So they're like, how could we make everybody hate this? So then it'll pretty much be extinct after this generation.
They
I
seemed
mean,
like
it
they
probably
did. At
will,
least.
right?
They were all. There was a lot of
Yeah.
like Karen type people. Exactly how you. Well, maybe not Karen. Maybe Karen's not the good example, but like lunch ladies. Everyone was a lunch lady.
In high school. In high school, there was only like one kid around that was, like that. There's always that one religious kid, but there was literally only one in my class, and now I think he lives in Florida and sells Tupperware door to door.
What a life. The noble
So
life.
that worked out. That worked. That word life, basic thugonomics. Fucking John Cena.
was John Cena.
Dude, wrestling, Jesus Christ. They still did you see that video of John Cena when he's like speaking Chinese or something?
Yeah, his apology video to China. He's insane. That's what's crazy is that China has so much influence on the world. We are gonna be controlled by China in 20 years. America's not gonna exist. Mark my word.
Yeah, literally, because that video is like he's like straight faced. And he's like well rehearsed. It's literally the most insane. The people out there, they've definitely seen it. It was like the hugest. It's like just appalling.
It's cringeworthy. But the thing about it is like, so here he is. He's an American. Like John Cena. When I think of John Cena, I think of an all-American man. Like he's like he's my rock. He's everything. He's
like Mark Wahlberg in jean shorts.
Yeah, he's something special, but him apologizing to China because he made I forget what he recognized Taiwan as a country, didn't he? Or something like that, or Hong Kong?
Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was, Taiwan, yep.
Which it is. I mean, like, yeah, he's that's crazy that an American hero like him would
American hero. He's basically Jesus Christ. I mean, kids definitely spent more time with him than at fucking Christian camp or whatever they did a Jesus school, Christian school.
Was Christian named after
Bible study.
named after the Christian religion?
I don't know. Probably.
Christian.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Ask him.
But
next
he
time.
said.
See him.
But then in college, everyone would call him Christ, and people who didn't know him, that was very like off-putting to like meet somebody, and then I guess that's what he said, like when he would say like, yeah, people call me Christ, and then they're like, I don't know, it would
That's
just
like-
weird people out, I guess. But
That's like calling someone Allah.
yeah, exactly. That's gonna be his next nickname. That's what I'm gonna start calling him.
Allah.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you hear about that French professor that got his head cut off because he did a visual representation of Allah, and somebody cut his head off because of it?
Jeez, no, I did not fucking hear about that.
It was one of
Holy
those extremists, versions of whatever they got going on. And yeah, so it's like forbidden to have any kind of visual representation of Allah, and he did. And yeah, they cut his head off. Someone came and cut his head off. And they like held his
Damn.
head and posted photos of it online and everything. It was a big deal. It was pretty crazy.
Fuck. Holy shit. Damn. So people can't do that here in America? Like, I feel like that hasn't been done. I feel like everything's been done in America. Like, nobody's done that before.
I'm sure if you Google it, it's happened, but it's like a forbidden thing. And somebody found and he was he was working in a college, so he had a lot of influence. He must have had students under him, and somebody said to another person, and it just caught up to him,
Wow.
and in a tragic way, the headless horseman.
He's like, hey, kids, watch this. And then just fucking... Next day he's on fucking Live Leak getting a fucking
where
sword
it
jammed
was.
through his fucking sword jammed up his ass.
You ever go on Live Leak?
Oh my god, I used to like the beheading videos, like the Mexican cartel and shit like that. I had many a friend show me. I never journeyed onto those websites, as a solo endeavor, but definitely with a group of guys back in the day when I was like 11 years old, just watching, Mexican families be just disheveled and just torn apart, and just dudes like, it's horrible.
And it's real.
Those videos are,
They're real.
yeah, you can't unsee those videos once. I wish I would have never seen them, but you can. And same with like 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and then the one where the girl shoves like a dildo up the guy's dick hole. I'll never unsee that video in my life.
Yeah, there's stuff. Yeah, there's bad stuff out there. It's hard. Yeah, the Live Leak website is, you'll see stuff on there that can put you into like, they can give you mental illness.
Make you
just
spiral. It'll keep you up at night.
Isn't that gone now though? Didn't they get rid of it? Like Live Leak is gone.
Oh, I hope so. I haven't fucking. I'm not looking it up anytime. There's nothing good on there. There's nothing that's gonna make me happy that I visited the website.
And the thing is a lot of people like watching videos on there. A lot of people enjoy it. A lot of people find like comfort in disaster, and yeah, there's a lot of sick people in this world, man. There's a lot of sick people.
Well, especially like back in the day when you're like 11 years old and your buddy's got like a fucking LG sidekick, and he shows you a video of a girl shitting into another girl's mouth. I feel like just 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, that whole demographic, they just love stirring the pot.
Yeah,
just fucking being...
to
they
go
just love
back.
shit, kids.
Yeah.
And I don't know if kids are still like that. It might be even worse now. Kids are probably just desensitized to everything and know way too much too young, right?
I think the desensitization is that's like, society is plagued with that. Like kids right now are really screwed up. They don't know how to, like, their levels of reality are so far from anything that we probably experienced as children. Like we talked about this before, like even just like believing in Santa, like they don't do that. They're like
I want to see Santa's head get chopped off.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Demented.
there's got to be like an 8-year-old sector of TikTok where they're like, "Hey, everybody, Santa isn't real. I don't know if you know this or not," and then they just ruin it for like fucking 300 million children whose parents are fucking trying their best to get them presents.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah,
Because like there can be no secrets that you can't lie to children anymore.
oh, no, yeah,
So I guess-
they have all the data. They can figure everything out in an instant. Even with
Yeah.
parental blocking and stuff. Like I think there's probably a lot of parents out there that like know how to do parental blocking now, at least, because we've lived with technology long enough. But there's probably a lot of parents out there that just don't give a shit at all, and it's just like the internet is open arms for children. It always makes me really uncomfortable when I see like a toddler with like an iPad and like big headphones. For some reason it doesn't seem natural to me, and to think that like they have access to everything. Like I just go on YouTube for a moment and you can see something shocking that a kid couldn't see. A lot of these kids are seeing really screwed up things at a young age, really young.
Yeah, it's like the new Binky. But then when I'm at work and I'm like having my lunch and then I see like this dude who I work with, his name's Bob, he's a janitor, and he doesn't have a cell phone, and he said he's never answered a phone call in his life. He just sits there on his lunch break and just stares at the wall and just thinks about shit. It's like, that doesn't even look natural anymore.
Psychopath.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he shits in the urinals too.
What are you doing, Bob? I'm just thinking.
And then he cleans it up too. He shits in the urinal and then cleans it up.
Keeps him in business, I
He
guess.
creates his own chaos.
It's funny that his name is Bob, because I remember you talking about him before on the podcast, and I thought he was someone that I knew, but it's not. But I guess there's a lot of
No.
similarities in people who are janitors and their names are Bob. There's a lot of similarities in that group of people.
He's like, he's fucking hilarious. He's a legend in his own
Is
right. Strangest, yeah, really cool. Like wise elder statesman of my job.
Yeah, he's got wisdom.
Yeah, like nobody, like no other like people that are his age that work for the company like respect him or anything, or like they all like fucking kind of treat him like shit. But he's like my pal.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like an odd couple. We're always talking. He actually likes Frank Zappa a lot. He said that's his favorite artist.
Oh,
Pretty interesting stuff.
So he sounds like a cool person.
Yeah,
maybe
he's like-
he's figuring out the secrets to life, looking in the walls. Maybe there's answers there that we don't see.
Yeah, literally, he's a great guy. He's just a cool guy. Sleeper, you'd rather have like a weird fucking Frank Zappa liking fucking insane person that stares at the wall to talk to than just like some normal.
Yeah. Puke.
I don't
Someone
even know.
has no depth at all. That's the worst. Working with people that don't even want to like talk about anything. I don't know about you, but that's a pet peeve. Like people that can't even have a conversation, like a good conversation. That sucks. That's boring.
Exactly. And I guess with a good conversation, with that being said, this was a good conversation. And we could wrap this one up here. And we'll let you off the hook. This has been Garden Pals number 96 with good old Fritzdoesart for Tuesday, December 21st. Thank you for giving me some of your time there, sir.